special guest with us. Tonight's Birdland Community Hero. This is Steff DiMartine, who brings a lot of energy and enthusiasm everywhere she goes. I can tell that because you have done some incredible things in the community in Delaware for the Special Olympics. Tell us about your involvement.
So I've been a coach for over 26 years, and I got involved with the Polar Bear Plunge this will be my 11th year, so 10 years ago. And the reason I did it, I coach bocce, and one of my athletes said, "See you at the Plunge," and I said, "See you there," and they said, "You don't plunge?" And I said, "No," and they said, "I do, why don't you?" So that was my first challenge. And ever since then, this will be my 11th year, and myself and my team have raised over $100,000 for Special Olympics.
That's incredible, $100,000 over a decade. I'm really impressed with that number. That goes without saying, but I know you've been coaching a lot. How much does that fulfill you and reward you?
It means so much because it's not, I love to raise money, but the most reward for me is the athletes that come off the podium with their first medal. And I got a hug from an athlete, and she was crying, and I said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "This is my first medal," and it means so much. So,
what's your favorite sport to coach? I know you run the gamut.
I do. I coach bocce, basketball, and bowling. All the B's are covered.
Pick your favorite.
Right, and it's bocce. So I didn't know anything about bocce when I first started, and everybody said, "Don't worry, the athletes will coach you and tell you what, and they sure did. So,
I get the sense, Steff, that you could be raising money and coaching and contributing a lot of different things. You bring that kind of energy.
I do.
Why the Special Olympics for you?
Well, I got introduced to a very special family a long time ago, 26 years. And that athlete has become part of our family, and we're friends, and his name is Steve, and he means everything to me. So,
are you still doing the Polar Bear Plunge every year?
Absolutely. 100%. This will be my 11th year.
Tell us about that experience.
Wow. If you think you've been cold, you haven't until you step foot in the Atlantic Ocean in February. It is the most cold you have ever been in your entire life. You get an adrenaline rush right before you go in. But I have a tattoo of a polar bear on my thigh, and I always said, I don't swim, I raise money. But I always make sure I get the polar bear wet.
Is that the coldest you get in a calendar year, getting in
I'm telling
the Atlantic?
You are cold from head to toe. You're standing on the sand, and that sand is so cold. Yes.
I've done it in the Chesapeake, so I've done it a few times. And I feel I've crossed that off my list. I'm not going back anytime soon, but I'm happy to contribute in any way for those who are willing to take on that incredible challenge. And you hail from Newcastle, Delaware. I've always felt that Delaware is a big part of Birdland.
Absolutely.
And you say orange and black is well represented in Delaware.
Well represented, yes. My husband wears it on his sleeve as a tattoo every day of his life, and we have Birdland all over Delaware. So
that's great. And you were here the other day for the Orioles?
We were Wednesday. We melted. I've recovered, but it's all good.
Well, that's why you have to get back in the Atlantic. Well, that's always worth it.
Yes.
So now you're ready for the Polar Bear Plunge.
Ready.
After sitting through a Baltimore game in July. Steff DiMartine, congratulations. The Orioles Charitable Foundation making a $5,000 contribution to you and the cause. Our Birdland Community Hero. Thank you so much, Steff.
Thank you.